Good morning, you three. Last week we talked about the continent, the continent of Asia that we see and find and make up Asia. And you were asked to do a little list and see what you already knew were there, and then to see if you could label a few of those on a map. Now, I don't know how you did that. I don't know if anybody did it. But I will see you this week, sometime on Thursday. I'll pop into your classrooms and we can have a quick talk about how you're going with this. And I'm just going to keep going, hoping that maybe we're following along. But I'll see you guys soon. I'm pretty sure of that. Um, so the bigger focus, what we're going to be doing is some research on geographical features of a country in Asia. So you're going to choose a country in Asia and do some research on the geographical features. Now, we need to know what geographical features are before we can start to research that. So when we're talking about geographical features, do we know what that means? So let's look at the word geography first, geographical. In a second, maybe. Ooh. Okay, so when we're talking about geography, of course, we're talking about a science that deals with the Earth's surface, right there. People who study geography are called geographers, and geographers are interested in physical features such as mountains, deserts, rivers, oceans. And also geographers are interested in the ways that people affect and are affected by the natural world. So how do human beings cause changes to the natural world and how the natural world causes changes to human beings. And of course, there are different branches of geography and what they do, often gathering information, going out into the world and studying different things like mountains and deserts and oceans. And they often use a lot of maps and they create maps with people called topographers. That's pretty good. So when we're talking about geographical features, we are talking about mountains, um, things like even volcanoes, um, oceans, seas, large lakes, rivers, that kind of thing. We're talking about plains, large flat areas. We're talking about things like tundras and those kinds of things, which I'm sure that you looked at with your teacher. Hopefully got to look at with your teacher before we all went to this remote learning. So today you're going to get a Australian landforms map activity, and here you have 20 different natural geographical features in Australia, and your job is not to find all of these on the map of Australia, but if you can find some of those on the map of Australia. And I could probably, even if you start to put them alongside and just draw lines as to whereabouts they are. And we need to be able to recognize our states in Australia. That's probably a good place to start, knowing where we are and then the other states and territories around Australia. Approach this might be to do a search in your Britannica and look for these places and find out what state they're in and see if you can even find them on a map. So let's see if we can do one together. All right, so let's choose the Lake Eyre. If you just search for Lake Eyre, I've gone to our Britannica. There it is, and I've clicked on level 1. Just have a visitor. Okay, so I gotta go quickly. So we come up here and we do a search for Lake Eyre. Now I came in, let's just try that again here so you can see what we're doing. So I came in and hit primary, because it's a good place to start. And I did my Lake Eyre. And I searched it. Now, nothing's come up. There's Edward John Eyre, who is an English explorer. No good. That's not what I'm looking for. So I clicked on level 2. And there's some things here. It's mentioning Australia, but It looks like it's got an example of Lake Eyre. Still not good. So I'm going to level 3. Now this is for high school students. So we do have to take it easy here. Lake Eyre. So there's our lake. That's what we want. And it says it's going to take us to a more advanced level. That's okay, because we are looking for the location. Now, if we get to here and we're like, I don't like this, because it's a lot of words, a lot of numbers, a lot of things that are a bit intimidating, it's okay to stop, because when we're learning to research, one of the most important things is when we come across information that intimidates us and makes us feel uncomfortable or overwhelmed, we move away from it. Now we're looking for the location of Lake Eyre. So this on the left here, this map may be a good help for us, maybe. Now, you see how it says South Australia? And then down here, you can see where that would be. So if we go back to our worksheet, so we find our South Australia, and then we see South Australia, righto. And then it seems to be up in here. So we would put our, we would cut out our Lake Eyre, put it here, and then put an arrow to about here. About, it doesn't have to be exact. We know it is, where are we? Lake Eyre. So there's Lake Eyre North, Lake Eyre South. We really want that Lake Eyre North up in here. It's an inland lake, which was something that the explorers were looking for. They thought for sure that there would be a large body of water inside Australia's center. Okay, so that's all we're doing today. It's just trying to locate some, not all, of these geographical landmarks in Australia. If you could try Uluru, the Great Barrier Reef, maybe the Darling River, the Murray River, maybe choose 6 of those. Shark Bay is a very interesting place, and see if you can locate them on the map of Australia. Have a go, and if you bring this into school on Thursday, we can have a look together. Or if you would like me to print these off for you on Thursday, I can do that too. All right, you guys take care, and I'll see you soon.